Ago. What's cooking? Yes you, you're very welcome to What's Cooking right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiorkor Seira Mashong Abe. As I like to say, Apiorkor will suffice. And you're also welcome to the Heritage Month of March. I think March has fast become one of my favorite months in the year. Not just because we celebrate Ghana's heritage, and a lot of people have said, why not Ghana Month? Why Heritage Month? Well, our heritage predates Ghana. It predates 1957. And anytime I get to have a conversation, anytime I get to engage, anytime I get to experience March as I've come to know it over the past 10 years plus, that becomes more real for me. So you're welcome to Heritage Month here on What's Cooking. Now, I want to thank my sponsors because all the crazy things we're doing this month, we need to give them their props for it. Ginny Mayonnaise is in the house. Lele Rice has been in our kitchens for decades and has never disappointed. And Tasty Tom Spices are there as well. And then we've got Kivo Spices too. So we have a whole family that has shown up for us several months, but they're here in Heritage Month as well. Now, my guest for today, a very interesting individual. And he's somebody I respect a lot. I know a lot of people do. You understand why I do when I speak to him, but I won't reveal who he is just yet. Just give us a little bit more. Now, I want to say something. You know, our food is a repository of knowledge. It's a repository of our DNA as who we are and where we've come from. And that's why I respect it so much. So this is not a quote from anybody. I'm telling you how I feel. When you eat kenke, it's hiding somewhere, but I'm going to do something interesting with it today. When you eat banku, when you eat mewonu, nkatiewonu, all these different things, you're tasting history in a way that you probably wouldn't be able to interact with it if you just had to read it in a textbook. And so for me, our food is very important. And we're going to celebrate it in a different way this year on Heritage Month right here on What's Cooking. So let's go for a break. And when we come back, we get cooking. But I tell you who my guest is. Welcome back. This is still What's Cooking right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiorkor, and I would like to remind you that our sponsors, Kivo Spices, Ginny Mayonnaise, and Lele Rice are rocking it out with us, not just in this Heritage Month of March, but every single day that they've supported us thus far. Thank you to all of them. Now it's time for me to introduce my guest. Now, if you're just joining us, I went into a very emotional monologue about what Heritage Month means to me. And you know, heritage also evolves. And you see, so there's a difference between history and heritage. Heritage evolves. And it evolves because as we grow as a people, as a nation, as a culture, we pick up different things that influence us. Our experiences, our interactions with people and other cultures, indeed, especially in this digital age. And so when you have someone who understands that, but is trying his very best to bring the heritage to the food of the present so that it can survive as a tradition into the future, that's somebody that I want to speak to, and that's somebody that I'm sure you, ladies and gentlemen, would love to meet. And so, without any further ado, I would like to invite this gentleman, this anonymous human being who is now going to have a name, Mr. Ibrahim J. He is the country director for International Investments LLC. He's also, as he likes to say, a political head. But we'll talk about that. You're welcome. Come.
Thank you. Apiorkor.
Mba.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
good
you
to
so
have
much.
you.
And I've been watching your program
Thank
for the
you.
longest. How you are projecting, you are a brand for Ghana. If Ghana had a DNA for marketing and telling our story and our future, You are exactly that.
Is so, look, I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Ebony girls don't blush, but I'm blushing. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Finally.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking about this on and off for a while. A lot of people know the political side of you.
Yeah.
But I think you need to have a restaurant.
Sure.
Even if you're not in the kitchen yourself,
Yes.
you need to be guiding something in
Yeah.
our culinary industry.
Totally agree.
So I'm going to let you, I'm not going to take the wind out of you. So
Sure.
I'm going to let you tell us what I mean. Because there's Komi here, Otim,
Yeah.
Kenke.
Yeah.
Ga Kenke is here. We've got some, these are cooked
Yes.
corn kernels.
That's right.
Yellow corn.
Yeah.
The one that they told us, they lied to us as for the chickens.
Yes.
Yellow corn is here. You have some tomatoes, some onions. So it looks like we are going to have Komi Keshito.
Pepe.
But that's not the case.
No. We have a new evolution, a twist. You know, we have somehow looked at the kenke and said, is there more to this? And the answer is a resounding yes. So we want to really take the kenke as we see it, and as much as we love kenke. They say, there's a Ga phrase, lo pi ftewono, which means plenty meat doesn't spoil the soup. So the more ideas that you have on how we can refine, reinvent, reinvigorate our dishes, won't stop the cuisine being celebrated. Hence the plenty fish, plenty meat doesn't spoil the soup.
Doesn't spoil the
Yeah.
soup. So what are we doing with this kenke?
So what I want us to do with the kenke today is to infuse different flavors. Kenke on its own is carbohydrate. As much as we love kenke, we all grew up on it. We're not dissing kenke at all. It's our heritage.
It's
We
the
grew
food
up
for
on
the
it.
gods.
Yes, food for the gods. And corn, as you know, is wealth. In most cultures, if not all cultures, corn, from which we get our kenke, is wealth. So we're all for wealth. But what we wanted to do is to infuse different flavors that can make the kenke a meal on its own. On its own.
So what we're saying is that when we're eating kenke, it goes with all the accoutrements.
Yes.
The fried fish. I know you like fried tilapia. So you like the fried fish.
Yeah.
We have the pepper itself, the shito, and then we grind it with the tomato, the onion,
Yeah.
maybe a little garlic, like how I like it. The paya, paya nku
Yes.
is there.
Good.
And you know, whatever else you want. Fried shrimp, song,
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
But you are saying that on a normal day, unless you're like me who can taste kenke by itself and be
Yes,
happy,
yes.
you don't eat kenke on its own.
No.
But you're going to show us a way in which you can just literally take kenke
Yeah.
and put it in your mouth and
Yes,
you're fine.
yes. I want to
I like
make
this.
kenke on its own like an hors d'oeuvre, an aperitif, a snack on its own, where in the absence of shito, tilapia, son, which is the prawns, and the paya, the pear, the avocado, and the sliced tomatoes, in the absence of those things which make the kenke dish, the kenke itself will stand
Badumoshi.
badumoshi.
So where do we begin?
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to create the infusing materials, which is going to be sliced onions
Okay.
and sliced garlic. That's the
Okay.
first thing that we want to do.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
So-
we start.
I'm going to start here. For this, we're just going to need one onion. That's
Okay.
all we need.
So like a medium
A
size.
medium, yeah, like the
Okay.
size.
Okay.
This is fine.
I see
For
you
those
like color. You
watching-
took the brightest.
Oh
onion.
yes. You know, purple is a royal color.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
For those watching, I've washed my hands already,
Yes,
so
we
we're
have.
abiding by strict
Yes, we are.
culinary rules here.
The plate
I think because
here.
of my eyes, my eyes are not watery.
Well, clearly you're a pro at this.
Oh yes, yes,
This is not your first stint.
yes.
With
And I-
onion cutting.
yes, and I love it when onions are nice and crisp, and you can hear the snap.
Hey,
Tells you it's very
ganyobi.
yes.
Ganyobi.
Ganyobi means it's very fresh. So before we come to the next one, let's continue cutting the other half of the onion.
Okay.
Fun fact: we call this sabolai,
Sabolai.
and the Portuguese call it sabor.
Sabo. Yeah.
So we take the name sabolai from the Portuguese word for onions, which is sabor. Again, when the Portuguese came many moons ago, and you know, there was an exchange of language and culture, and so sabolai is
Yes.
sabor,
Sabor.
in Portuguese.
Sabor.
Yeah.
And then in Evenan law, to be specific, we have
Yes.
sabala.
Sabor, okay.
Yeah, so
so you can see
still-
the relationship.
Yes, it's
So
there.
now I'm going to scoop these ones nicely here onto the plate that Apiorkor has thankfully
And you see, it's red and black.
red and black. Oh, you got
Homage
it.
to my
oh,
hair.
yes. We're going to
Cute.
take, I think, around 1
Okay.
to just 3 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
Now, normally you can crush these, but it doesn't matter. Again, just thinly sliced, and I just put it
You're
here.
showing off. That's what it is.
Yes.
You're showing us that you have the knife skills.
Oh, yeah. It's part of my DNA.
Where did you learn how to cook?
From home, my mum and my dad. My dad, I'll tell you a funny story, Apiorkor. My dad said to me and my brothers, we are 6 in the family, 3 girls, 3 boys. And my dad said, he sat us down. This is a true story. He said, Ibrahim, and my brother Henry and Ebenezer, in order for your other half not to cheat you, I, your wife, learn how to cook. Because when she's mad with you and decides not to cook, you can go into the kitchen.
Homobayim.
So my dad taught me how to make a color. And then, yeah.
So you can make a claw.
I can make a color.
Oh my goodness.
A color is like a light soup made with fish.
That's right.
You know, the fishermen.
Fisherman's way of doing
fishermen's,
it.
yeah.
Because they do it in the canoe.
In the
boat.
canoe, exactly. Yeah.
There's a time when I went to visit some fishermen at the in Shona.
Okay,
Jamestown in
yes,
Shona,
yeah.
and we actually, so I caught them just at the tail end
Yes.
of their voyage.
Good.
They were coming back to land.
Wonderful.
So one of the younger fisher folk
Yeah.
in training took me on one of the lele, one of the canoes,
Yeah,
to go and
thank
meet
you.
them.
Okay.
And then we returned.
Yes.
And then we made a cloth.
Oh, wow.
So,
Authentic.
Yeah, yes.
Authentic.
I mean, I think that I'm going to let the viewers take a look at that, but I'll show it to you, Ibrahim.
Wonderful.
It
Thank you.
was such an experience.
Good.
you
It's
know,
a wonderful
such an
account.
experience.
So there we have. That's the main ingredients that we need right now, which is the sliced onion. And I did 3 cloves of garlic, but you can use to your taste. And what I want Ghanaians to understand is this is all about innovation. This is not a set menu. What it is, it's a creative menu. So if I've used 3 and you want to use 4 or 5, why not? You know, push the envelope, ask questions and see the results.
I love it.
So now we're going to fry that
Okay.
into the pan here.
So our coal pot is ready.
Yes. We
It's
need to-
Heritage Month, so we are feeling like,
Oh, yes.
welcome to our heritage village.
Yes.
So
We're
this
going
is
to need a
our
little oil.
Channel
I
1
know
TV
it's already
Heritage
done here.
Village. Yes, we have some oil here.
Yeah.
Go.
How do I look? Ready?
You look the part.
I look the part. Okay.
You look the part.
So we're going to now take just a little drizzle.
Okay.
Remember, what we're doing here is just, that's it. That's it.
Okay. So we're sauteing.
But just sauteing.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. Let me put this one here. And keep it
Now,
there
are we
like
going
this.
to add anything to the onions and garlic?
No.
No.
Just
So
as
just
it
in
is.
their natural flavors.
Just in their natural flavors.
The way God made
The
them.
way God made it.
Okay.
Okay.
Love
So once it's there,
Okay.
so now we're going to put it all inside. That's it.
Ooh.
That's it.
Look at that.
That's it.
Okay, the fire
Perfect. The
is
fire-
hot. I don't think I need to fan it.
Sure. And what we need
Let's-
to do, Apiorkor, is just to make sure that you constantly stir.
Okay.
Less than 2 minutes. We want it to caramelize without burning,
Okay.
because this onion and the garlic is what's going to infuse the kenke.
Okay.
Perfect. And now I'm going to continue stirring, because again, and as you stir, the sweetness, and this is a red onion, you know, the sweetness of it will come out, and that will enter
Ibrahim,
kenke.
look, how often do you cook? Is it like he knows all the terms?
All the time.
He's describing the food. Oh.
You know, an onion is
Yeah.
generally sweet, and kenke on its own is bland. Again, I'm not dissing our kenke, but this is going to give it, you know,
Disclaimer.
yes, the disclaimer is there.
Okay.
And that's
It looks like we're almost there.
We're almost there, just
Okay.
a little bit more, because we want it to be cooked. When we actually fry the kenke will be ready to eat, because all the ingredients are also
Already
cooked.
Makes sense.
So I
Makes
want to give that
sense.
confidence to everybody who's going to
Makes
try this dish.
Okay. It looks like we're about ready.
Nearly. I'll give it another 30 seconds more.
Okay.
On the
So we
issue
can
of the
just pour it
village,
back into the plate?
yes. Let me see. Yeah, it's a little bit more. We're nearly there. Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying on the issue of the
Yeah,
village.
on the issue of the village, what you said, I'm going to now transfer this here, just so you can have a look at it, how it's looking.
Consciousness.
Okay. Again, you don't want it to be burnt. You want it to be just slightly cooked. You want the flavors to come out.
It smells delicious.
Yeah. You know, and I was saying earlier about the village.
Yes.
There's that saying, because you said about we're home and the village is being the village. It says it takes a man and a woman to bring a child into the world. But it takes the village to raise that child,
Absolutely.
not a city.
Not a city.
It takes a village.
It
It
takes a village.
So we are in that village.
Yes.
So now that we've
I love
prepared
that.
this one here.
They are deepo.
Thank you. Now that we've prepared this, this is going to be infused into our kenke.
Okay.
If you can pass me the bowl that is there.
Okay.
Let me put this next to the
we
Kivo
go.
range here. And we thank Kivo for the peppers and
Did you bring
spices.
this bowl from home?
I brought this bowl from home. From home.
This
we
guy,
wanted the apple.
you wait until you see his prep. He came.
Okay, so now I'm going to say one bowl of kenke.
Okay.
Let's take this one. Perfect. So here you have your kenke, okay? Regular kenke that we bought from the markets and from the stores. And we're going to peel the husk off, just like so.
Or from the kinky factory.
Oh, from the kenke factory, yes. Okay, we're just peeling it off,
Okay.
nice and slow. I know editing will do a fantastic job of all this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm going to twist out bouet. We call it bouet.
Wait.
Bouet is the one that you put inside the kenke to hold it.
Yes.
The anchor.
The anchor.
The anchor, we call it bouet. Bouet. Wonderful.
See, I told you I can eat things
yes.
by itself.
I want to put
Producers
this.
are looking at me like,
Wonderful. I'm just put this here for now.
See, I started. She's showing her true colors.
Okay.
What? Kinky is nice.
Kenke is beautiful. Now, what we want to do
Yes,
now,
kinky.
now that we've got this here,
Kinky.
Engon.
Yeah, no.
I like that, Apiorkor. So now what we've got here is the kenke. How are we going to now metamorphose this into the snack, the bite, the ready meal that I mentioned? What we want to do is now to add the onion
Okay.
and then also their dried shrimp.
Okay.
Okay?
So this is shrimp powder.
This is
So
shrimp powder.
the kind of shrimp powder that we use to make shito.
Yeah. Okay.
For those who can do the shellfish.
That's it.
You know.
Okay. So you don't need a lot. So first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to split the kenke, just mash it up, as we
Okay.
know, just like so,
Okay.
so that it can enter. And normally, I'd say you're looking about maybe two.
Are you sure you don't need the other bowl of kinky?
No, no.
Because me, I came with my son.
You came with okay. We'll do one first, and then later we can do
And
the
then
other
you
one
can
as
do the
well.
other
But I
one.
want to make it nice
Simple.
and simple for everybody to see it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is add shrimp. Now, if you want to know how much shrimp, for the one bowl of kenke, I would say around 3 tablespoons,
3
of
tablespoons.
shrimp powder.
Okay, so that's the spoon that we use to eat our rice,
Yes.
drink our soup. That spoon.
That spoon.
That's a tablespoon.
About 3
So 3
tablespoons of that. Again, it's all about to your taste. I'm just giving you the basics. If you want it a bit more, to have a more umami taste,
Okay.
then you add more.
Ish.
Yes.
Ish. You want to have the umami taste. I like it. Okay, so we're adding shrimp powder. What else
Yeah.
are we going to add?
Then
to
after the
this?
shrimp powder, we're going to have a little oyster sauce. Yes.
Ah,
Oyster sauce.
oyster.
Oyster sauce.
So I was wondering, okay. So I was wondering if it was barbecue sauce because Ibrahim, he came to surprise me here. So I was wondering if it was barbecue. I was wondering what it was.
Yeah.
Oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce. It's shellfish. And shellfish, you know, when you boil shellfish, just like you get chicken stock, when you cook chicken or beef stock, when you boil oyster, and the, let's say, the sauce that comes
Yeah.
out of it is this. And it's packed full of flavors. If you don't want to use oyster sauce, you don't have to. But again, I'm all about pushing envelopes,
Exactly.
adding value to our palate. And that's the essence of adding oyster sauce. It's not a necessity, but I want everybody to challenge the meals that you eat on a daily basis at Apiorkor. So I'm adding oyster sauce.
No, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
You know what? Let's go for a break. Let me go
Okay.
get that spoon. It's on its way. But we're here with the Ibrahim Ije. You may know him as a politico, but today he's here as a chef extraordinaire. And we're making fried kinky. Really, in Heritage Month, this time we're changing it up a bit. We're showing you how we can preserve the past by carrying it straight into the future. My name is Apiorkor. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to revolutionize the future of agriculture? The Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, in partnership with the Ghana Exim Bank, proudly presents the Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026. The fair will feature exhibitions, market linkages, masterclasses, and workshops on climate-smart farming, digital tools, and export development. Join us at the Black Star Square from March 17 to March 19 at 9 a.m. each day. The President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will be assisted by the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Honorable Elizabeth Ofosuejari, and the Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank, Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, to open the fair. Government agencies, agrotech firms, startups, farmers, financial institutions, and the general public are all welcome. To exhibit or for inquiries, call 0559 679326 or 0242 585419. Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026, transforming agribusiness through local innovation and technology.
You're welcome back. This is What's Cooking, and if you're just joining us, my guest has brought heritage to the present, and I was saying before, he's just taking us into the future in a different way. Komi, Kenke, Otim, the Ga delicacy is on the table today, but we're not just eating with grinded pepper and fish the way we usually do. We're doing something different, and you'll catch up. You'll see what we've done so far. We haven't moved so far along that you can't follow the recipe. But I want to remind you that this show is proudly sponsored by Ginny Mayonnaise. We've got Lily Rice in the house as well, and Kivo Spices. Now, Kivo has this one spice that I really want you to try. I call it the triple threat. It's got onion, garlic, and ginger in there. If you're Ghanaian, you know what onion, garlic, and ginger means to you in the kitchen. If you don't, that means you don't cook. So this is also for you. So you don't know how to cut the onions, like julienne them, like my guest was doing earlier. You don't know how to grind or chop the garlic to perfection, but you have a powder, makes it simple, extremely potent, natural, and it will sort you out one time. And then we also have the rosemary powder. So rosemary is a very great spice, but we don't always want the rosemary sticks, getting into our teeth and all that. Chalina, it's not always the best. So the powder is revolutionary as far as I'm concerned, and I want you to try it. Now, back to what we're doing.
Apiorkor, thank you very much. So now this is the main part of the dish.
Making fried kinky.
Yes, how to put those flavors into the kinky. If I can get some gloves from you, please.
Them.
I mean, food is family. Food is, is the centerpiece of the home. We grew up in London. So when we came home, we were back in Ghana. And my mom was making ablongo, akala, akekle, jiji, fufu, banku, you name it, omotuo, all those things. So whenever we came from school, we were home. And so for me, food is home.
Food is home.
That's how you can best educate your children.
Food is home.
So while I'm going to do the mash, infuse the flavors, Apiorkor, I would like if you could mash.
Okay.
If you could do the ground the pepper for me, and we can do everything
I will
together.
gladly do that.
So we have the kinke ready, and I'm going to now add the prawn shrimps onto it, the powdered shrimp.
Okay.
Like I said, about 3 tablespoons. That's 1, that's 2.
And once again, this is powdered shrimp. So the kind of powdered shrimp that we use when we are making shito.
Yes.
The black shito sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Shito ding.
Shito ding. And so now we're going to mash it up, and then I'm going to also add.
Well, fine. So in how many am I grinding the pepper alone
You're
or?
going to add the pepper and then
Okay.
the sabolai and the tomato.
Okay. So just like we are doing shitonako.
Shit at home, yes.
Okay.
So now I'm going to add here the onions. Okay, I'm going to do half of the onions for now. That's onions and garlic.
Okay.
And then as we go along, we'll try and maybe add to it. So now we're going to add and mix it together. So this is where the magic happens. Apiorkor, you are fantastic. The
Expert grinder.
blender can't show his face when you're around. Eh? And what I'm doing here.
And I just want to bring viewers back a bit for those of us
Yeah.
who weren't with us earlier.
Yeah.
What Ibrahim did was to take one medium-sized red onion. He sliced it up, and he says you don't have to julienne it exactly, but it should be thin slices.
Yeah.
And then also chopped, it was about 4 cloves of garlic.
Yeah.
And then we sauteed them in some vegetable oil.
That's it.
So that's what you're seeing here. These
That's it.
beautifully.
Good.
Now I feel like I have to taste them.
Yes.
I'm sure my
Tell me
producers are like.
how it is.
And we didn't add anything to the
No.
onions and garlic. No,
No
salt.
salt, nothing like that.
Just.
That's it. How's it? It's good? It's good. Can you also pass me the oyster sauce just next to you here? Okay. I'm going to use the same thing here. So here I've got a teaspoon. This is oyster sauce. Just to give it flavor. You don't need to add it.
You also gave a very important piece of
Yes.
education about the oyster sauce. That
Yes.
Just like how you boil or you steam chicken or meat. It could be goat's beef. There's always a stock, a broth.
That's it. That comes
Oyster
out.
sauce comes from brothing,
Yeah.
for lack of
Yeah,
that's a way of putting it, brothing shellfish.
Yes.
So it could be
That's
your
it.
yeah. your
And you reduce it
yeah,
until you get to
your
this
crabs,
consistency. That's
whatever.
it.
And
And
then
what
you
I'm
get
doing
this.
now, I'm just again now mixing that oyster sauce. And I want people to experiment, Apiorkor. You know, if you think another binder will work, push the envelope. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's make it work.
So the oyster sauce is acting as a binder.
That's it, as a binder.
Okay.
Now, initially, I put 3 tablespoons, and as you work on the consistency, you'll know you want it a little bit drier. So I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons, and that'll be it.
Okay. So instead of adding some flour,
Yes.
the shrimp
The
powder is
shrimp
doing
powder.
that job for
That's
us.
it. It'll give it a nice consistency, and all the flavor is now just infusing. You can imagine normally you eat your kenke with prawns and avocados and tilapia, and all of those things are now inside the kenke,
It's amazing.
physically inside the kenke.
So how did you come up with this recipe again?
It was just
Were you just like
wanting-
sitting down one day and thought, oh,
I mean, I guess I can tell you, Apiorkor, since I was around 11, my teenage years, I've wondered, how can we make it better? You know, because when you go around international cuisines, I was in India 3 months ago, and when you go to their markets, they have the same ingredients as we do.
They do.
The same.
They do.
I'm talking the vegetables, the
They
meat,
do.
it's exactly the same.
Even some of the spices,
And
the
this-
kitty, that's
Yes.
aniseed and all of those
Yeah.
things, they have them.
And what they do is that they just experiment, add, pair, combine different things, and then you get this wonderful Indian cuisine. And so I've always said, what can we do for kenke? And I've had that since I was a teenager, and just experimenting, you know. And for those who are watching, you can also do killer
Make
lemon
you a
ice
kinky
cream.
ambassador.
Yes. So now we're up to here. This is now infused, so we can leave that as is. I'm going to take this off, my gloves off,
Okay.
very quickly. And the next thing we're going to do now, I'm going to show you 2 ways.
Peppers.
One where we're going to place it into these little plastic bowls, and then one into the normal takeaway that we get.
Like the olunka bag.
Like the
kind of
olunka
thing.
bag, yes. So what I'm going to ask you to do, there is an olunka bag just to your left. So if you can
Okay.
get me one of those. And then that's it. And then you'll see that,
Just one?
give me the 2.
Okay.
Let's have the 2. And then there's a little brush there to your left as well.
The basting brush?
Basting brush.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a basting brush here. Again, you can just use your fingers and spoon. But this is so that when you do the kenke, it can easily come out. So a little basting brush here, small, and then you just put it inside there. just to make it, when we're taking out the
Hey,
kinky.
how did you think of all these things?
Oh, holy.
That mean because it's blowing my mind.
Now, the next step is we're gonna now fill the dish
Okay.
with some of the kinky. Remember, everything here is already cooked. I'm gonna place it inside here like this. Okay. And to that, I'm also going to add, I'm gonna use a spoon, just a little, couple of kernels of corn.
Okay.
Because after all, this is corn, right?
And this is sweet corn.
This is sweet corn.
So this is canned, but you can do it yourself if you,
can
have
do it
the
yourself,
time.
yes.
You go through the whole process. But this, you bought like the canned
That's it.
sweet corn.
And what I'm doing now, to compress it, I push the spoon towards me like this, turn it. Push the spoon towards me like this, turn it. Push the spoon towards me like this, and I'm slowly compressing so that it's all contiguous, all the same. That's what I'm doing. And then, oba nyese. Nyese means the edging. The edging comes nice. It's like you're icing a cake.
This one is like your mother, when she was teaching you some of these things.
Yes.
Then she say, Davi, I love it.
And there is our base. So this, what you have here, is the kenkey, slightly compressed. If I tapped it, it will come out. Okay. So your sweet corn is inside, your garlic is inside, your shrimp powder is inside, your onions is inside, and then you just cover it, just like that. And then you put it in the fridge for about, let's say 30 minutes or so, because you just want it to settle and for the fuses to really enter. I'm talking the flavors to really enter.
Okay.
And that is your fried kenkey,
That's it.
pre the frying, just like that. But I'm also going to show you one with our olonko bags. Okay? So you take your olonko bag like this, inside out, okay? And again, take your basting brush. Again, if you don't have a basting brush, your fingers will do. Put your fingers and dab it, but I'll show you from here. Little oil, and then you baste inside. This is so that when you're taking it out, the kenkey comes out easily. It's not to do anything. It's just normal vegetable oil. That is there. You can use sunflower oil as well. So as you can see, I'm just basting my hand where I'm going to place the
So
kenkey.
same principle.
The same principle
with the bowl.
with the bowl.
You want it to slide right out.
That's
when
it, to
it's
come
done.
out. So now that I have that, again, the same thing. Just take this like a teaspoon. You do it to your size, but we want it bite size. So again, if you can see there, that is the bowl of kenkey. I'm going to add again. Now, here I'm adding sweet corn, but I want everybody to be imaginative. You can add prawn itself. Fry some prawn, place it inside. Even if it's sardine, little piece, a chunk of sardine, put it inside. Some mlebo, what do you call that? Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Fry it and put it inside. It's like a filling. And then you take a little bit more of the kenkey, and then you put it on top. Like that. So now I've covered the corn kernels that were here. And now you unravel it, and then you squeeze, like I'm doing now. You just squeeze to the corner of where you were. Let the air come out like this, and squeeze up. Let the air come out like this, and squeeze up.
You would be a brilliant teacher, by the way.
And when you do that, this is what you get. This is your bite-size corn ready to fry fried kenkey. By just squeezing, okay? To the corner.
Brilliant.
And remember, we use the basting, so when we come to take it out, it'll be nice and
just
easy. That's it.
pour out.
And then you just twist a little
Then
bit
it
like
goes into
this.
the fridge
And
for
then it just goes to the
30
fridge 30 minutes. So that's it. So you have two ways. You have this one here, or, you know,
Olonka
Kawabashian.
Olonka kotoku.
Olonka kotoko. Kotoka, I don't know. Kotoku. And then you put it here. And that will just 30 minutes in the fridge to get nice and flavorful. That's the whole point. Okay? And remember, again, just to remind people, I used corn kernels. You can use a whole shrimp, a piece of sardine, a piece of meat. You can use carrots. whatever it is that you want, I want us to be creative in this space. See the kenkey as your canvas,
Ish.
a blank canvas.
Ish.
Now, you are going to draw and paint masterpieces inside that blank
Kinky
canvas.
that has been elevated
That's
like
it.
this. Ish.
So, oh, the shito is coming on perfectly.
So what are we doing next?
So now, we're now ready to fry
Okay.
the kenkey, okay? Which we have here. And that is how easy it is. Mashed, plated, or rather placed into the bowl or the olonka kotoku, and then we're going to fry it. And the frying is only a couple of minutes. Everything is already cooked. Onion is cooked, garlic is cooked, shrimp is cooked. The kenkey, of course, is cooked. The oyster sauce or any other thing is ready to eat. We just put them together and you can eat it. Apiorkor, so as I mentioned, here is your kenkey with all the ingredients, shrimps, garlic, oyster sauce, onions, ready to go. You know, we did two, one here and one here. So now,
Okay, so now this is going to go in the fridge for 30
yeah,
minutes.
about 30 minutes. And you want
Okay.
it just to settle and for the fuses to really take the stage. That's why we put it
Yay.
there.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
I love it.
So now,
Shito is ready, by the
okay.
way. Or it should
Oh,
just
fantastic. The shito's good.
sit pretty.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I'll come to the plating. So the next thing we're going to do now, I want to dust some cornstarch. You can use wheat flour. This is just so it doesn't stick, okay? So the one that we prepared earlier, I did some also here, okay? And we're going to now place it inside here, okay? And as you can see, it moves easily because of the flour that we did earlier.
The oil.
The oil rather, thank you.
So we just...
That's it, and then we just dust it. That's it, perfect.
Okay.
And then I'm going to now flip it over. My hands are clean for those watching.
Yes.
Flip it over. Perfect, you got it. And then what I'm going to do is just roll it a little bit,
Okay.
like so. And I'm going to show those. I can use this plate, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to use this plate here. We've got one already there. Okay.
Okay.
So this is your kenkey. Again, remember from our olonka kotoku or those in the bowl, we've dusted it with corn flour. You can use wheat flour if you want. And now we're going to actually
Drop it in the oil.
drop it in the
and
oil.
corn flour, I mean, I love this idea because I think we should do more with corn flour. At least
Yes.
those who are not averse to corn
Yes.
should. It's the same kind of, vibe that we use for our
Yeah.
bakabake, one of the ackless.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. So now this is where we are frying kenkey. And all you need is maybe like some 30 seconds each side just to really bring it together.
Okay. Oh, it's
Okay,
browning.
yeah.
Browning very nicely. So it's literally a flash in the pan.
There's a flash in the pan because everything is already cooked. Everything is already cooked. And for those saying, oh, why are you frying? Are you not frying the tilapia? Are you not
There's
frying
even
the
a song.
onions?
There's a song about fry kinky.
Yes, I heard.
Fry kinky.
Yes.
Fry kinky. Fry
Perfect.
kinky. Fry
Uh-huh.
kinky.
So this is fried kenkey. That's in 30 seconds on each side. And then we just remove it
And that's
from
it.
there.
And then into
Shake
the
off the
plate.
excess. And then onto the plate here.
Okay. Now
That's
there's
it.
one that's been cut open already,
Yes.
so we can see.
Okay.
The kink, it still looks like kinky inside.
Yes,
It's not mushy.
It's not mushy
It's
at
not
all.
oily.
Yeah.
It was really just the coated presentation wise. So can I taste
You can
this?
taste,
okay, please
yes.
cut it in half again.
Cut it in half again.
Because
for
I
you
don't want to
here.
spoil my appetite before we get to the
That's it.
table. My producers are looking at me like, this girl again. Bad boy.
How do you like it? Now, I know we're going to dip it later, but if you wanted to dip it into the sauce, let me hold it for you, or you want to wait
I'll
some more?
save that for the table.
Very good. So this is exactly the whole process of fried kenkey. And we're going to do
like
the
this.
rest of the batch. So when we plate it, you see exactly how it looks.
We're going to have it with the pie and
With the
everything.
pie and
avocado.
and the avocado, all will be there.
We have to go for a break because we need to set our table properly before I finish eating all of this. And then we have some more conversations because
For
I have
sure.
some more questions for you.
All right.
This is What's Cooking. I've been here with Ibrahim Ejay. He is a very interesting gentleman. He also happens to be the country director for International Investments LLC. And he's taught us how to make fried kinky. But even though I've tasted it, I've not eaten it yet. So we'll go on a break, calm down, we'll sit down, and we'll wine and dine like the king and the queen.
Oh, yes.
That we are.
Royalty.
We'll be right back.
The Ghana Exim Bank is 10 years old. Hooray! And to commemorate this milestone, the Ghana Exim Bank is hosting a two-day international conference on the theme, A Decade of Enabling Export Trade and Industrial Transformation, Resetting Gexim for the Next Frontier. The event takes place on the 25th to 26th of March at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, 8 a.m. each day. President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will perform the official opening of the conference. Special guest and speaker, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosue-Jari, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Conference host is Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank. For inquiries, call 0208-541-480 or visit eximbankghana.com/conference to register. Media partners, Daily Graphic, Media General, The Multimedia Group, City FM, Radio Gold and Channel 1 TV. And knowledge partners include IFC and SME Finance Forum.
Now, we did promise you a feast here on What's Cooking. My name is Apiorkor. My guest today has been Ibrahim Ejay. He is the country director for International Investments LLC, and we've been having a great conversation about food, about heritage, and about how we should be rethinking what we do with our food, our ingredients. And that's at the heart of this show already, right? But today he's made it extremely practical. And I say that he has to open a restaurant, and we'll talk about that shortly. But another big thank you to Kivo Spices, Lily Rice, and Ginny Mayonnaise for holding us down on the show so that we can do what we love to do best. Ibrahim.
Apiorkor.
Now, Ibrahim, he said that me, I should eat by myself. He wants to watch. He will be satiated by watching my reaction to the food. So that's what we're going to do. And I have some asana here.
Yes.
And of course, asana is a traditional drink, a local drink, indigenous drink, also made from corn.
Corn.
So,
Food of the gods.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so
The
so what do I do?
savours
So I
yours.
take
Yeah, so you got
the
your
kenkey.
fried kenkey.
okay, and then
That's it.
I
You-
dip it.
You dip it into your pepper as you
pepper.
normally would.
okay, and then
And then, beautiful. Bismillah. Is
mm.
that nice?
Mm-hmm.
And it's flavorful. And now you got your tilapia there as well. You know,
Okay.
so mustn't forget the tilapia. And every ingredient here and what we've done. And Apiorkor, I want to thank you and the whole team here. Your director is number one, by the way. Let me put that on record. The whole production
Shout
team.
out to Louisa.
Yeah, the whole production team. Dede, everybody. I can't thank you enough because you made this show possible. And what is the show? We're just showcasing Ghana,
Love it.
that we are much more than what we have.
Absolutely.
And kenkey is now a meal on its own. What we've just done, we've added corn kernels inside. Again, the shrimp
Love it.
powder, the onions, the garlic, the oyster sauce, all in a meal. And I'm so happy that you enjoyed it, because that's what I think we wanted to achieve here.
It was so amazing.
Yeah.
You know what makes me so excited is the fact that the kinky is still pretty much intact, but it just
Yes.
has more flavor.
Yes.
So when you say it stands on its own, you're right.
Yeah.
And it's not oily,
Yeah.
even though we fried it.
Yeah.
The corn dough has, or the corn flour has
Yeah.
something to do with that.
Yes. Yes. You
Okay.
can use wheat flour. What the corn flour does, it protects the ingredients from the oil entering, but it allows the heat to reheat it. Remember, when we're not cooking, everything is already cooked. We just want to give it that little heat,
I love it.
and that's what we've done by the frying.
This is
And
amazing.
and it makes it portable.
This is amazing.
From
This is something we should have on planes.
yes, you're 100% right. I'm hoping those watching will do that. The recipe is simple. What did we do? Myself and you, Apiorkor, we took kenke, mashed it up, added fried onions, shrimp
Shrimp powder.
powder, some garlic, some oyster sauce, and that's it. And again, be creative. And we added corn kernels inside. You could replace the shrimp powder with strips of chicken, or mackerel, or pieces of mushroom, or a whole prawn, or indeed some sardine, whatever, or corned beef, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever lights up your imagination. I want us to see the kenke like pizza. Kenke is your dough. Now, it's up to you
I
to
love
add
it.
pepperoni, anchovy, pineapple, what's it? The three meats that they do.
What do they call it? Meat lovers.
Meat lovers.
All the different
Yeah,
meats on
yeah,
there.
Yeah. So let's see kenke as the dough of the pizza, the base. Add whatever you want. Then chill it in a bite size for some 30 minutes so the flavors go in. Shallow fry or deep fry for 1 minute. Pet,
Pet.
pet. And then you have something that's so portable, flavorful, it's a balanced diet.
This is something I can usually give to kids
Yeah.
to take to school
To
for
take
a
to school.
snack.
It's a balanced diet. Carbo is in there, your carbohydrates, your proteins are in there, your minerals are in there. All the
This is brilliant.
essentials are inside.
This
And
is
then,
brilliant.
you know, and
But
Apiorkor,
why don't you have a restaurant again?
I'm going to. I'm going to.
Or you love politics
I
so
love
much?
politics because Ghana is something that's
How did you get into politics? I mean, we can't do a full story. That's a story
Sure.
for another day. But how did you get into
okay.
politics?
When we went to London, I was born in Ghana, as you know, but in 1975, my father was a diplomat, so we went to London. And every Sunday, all his colleagues, I'm talking the diplomatic fraternity, would come to the house. And my dad was so good, you know, normally they won't allow children in the same space. Go to your room, Yashre. But my dad was different. He allowed us to stay in, and I listened to these conversations about Ghana. This is the 70s, pre-internet. And I just became fascinated with their discussions, how to add value to Ghana. And so I made up my mind at the age of 7 that once I graduate university, I'm coming back home.
Wow.
And indeed,
At 7?
At 7. So in 1995, I graduated.
No, I hope parents are listening.
Yeah.
The things we say to our children, the things we allow them to experience, I mean, you're exhibiting that. You're giving us evidence of that. That can make or break their patriotism
Yeah.
for the country.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
7 years, and you knew you wanted to
I
come
knew,
back
I
home.
knew, I knew, I knew. I have a notebook,
That's amazing.
which I had when we were in Duke Road. We used to live in, our address was 19 Duke Road in Chiswick, West London. So I had a notebook at 7, and I wrote down my goals, all that I wanted to do. I wrote down that I wanted to meet the Queen of England and have tea, and I did. You know, in 2008, there was a state visit, I was on there. I wrote that I wanted to go to America, and all manner of things. And I wrote that I wanted to be a personality on TV at 7, and I am.
You are.
And I wrote that I wanted to come and add value to Ghana. Because I saw, you know, as children, you want to copy your parents. Your
course.
parents are your template.
Of course.
If your dad is a footballer, I bet you want to be a footballer.
Definitely.
My dad was a politician stroke diplomat, and I wanted to be in that same system. But why? Because I heard the conversations, and they were so adamant, what can we do to help Ghana? And so I became hooked on also contributing to that conversation. And that's what has made me the politician you see today.
Now, you, I mean, in very recent times, worked with a former president.
I did.
What was it like working and living so close to the seat of national power?
Extraordinary. I think one of the best episodes of my life thus far. And in our former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, you have somebody who is a consummate politician, hardworking. We would get to the office around 8 a.m., leave at 2 a.m.,
Wow.
working. One occasion we had cabinet that finished at 2:30 in the morning. By 8 o'clock we had to be back. You know, the former president had a work ethic that was very good, that was very Ghanaian centered. And I enjoyed those 8 years of being in the corridors of power. And God willing, won't be too long before we're back adding our quota.
Now the politician in you is
Yeah,
shining.
it's coming back. And you know, in terms of the food that we're doing,
For now, we're enjoying the reign of
food.
President Mahama.
amen, amen to that. And you know, we are doing our best to support the whole Ghana project.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No. You know, I like when politicians speak this way, because we also have too many politicians who are jaded by the political parties, and the parties are supposed to have been born out of ideologies,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But all these ideologies are supposed to be for the benefit of
That's
Ghana.
it.
Somehow, we lose that plot many of the times, and it becomes, I'm on this side, you're on that
Yeah.
side, and Ghana is not in the conversation.
And that should never be the case.
And it's one of the reasons why I like listening to you when you're on TV, when you're doing the political debate. You're always so centered, objective, and Ghana focused.
Yes, it has to be.
Why do you think more of our politicians, I mean, there are many who are Ghana focused, but why do you think that there are some who just can't get it right?
I think because their goal is power. And your goal should be the prosperity of the people. If your goal is the prosperity of Ghanaians, you don't care who gets the credit. If I do something and it benefits the nation, I don't care if you give me the credit or don't give me the credit. My goal is that Ghanaians should benefit from the ideas that I have and the work that I want to put in. And when we don't care who gets the credit, that's when you see real politicians coming. Likewise, you'll see that this current administration is better than the first one. I'm talking JM2 is better than JM1.
Absolutely.
It
We're all
doesn't mean,
experiencing it.
yeah, it doesn't mean you can't criticize. But I think when you can appreciate, regardless of where you stand, politics.
I appreciate if the work is being done, it's being done. If
and
it's
politics is richer when we appreciate each other, and also when we constructively accept criticism when it comes. Ghana should always be the goal. So to answer your question, why do some politicians maybe not work in the national interest or speak in the national interest, is because they're thinking of power first and the people second. Think of the people first. Power will come. It's cyclical. Think of the people first, and the people will recognize and reward you for that.
it.
Yeah. And when you're on the other side, work to contribute to the project. The project doesn't finish.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what you've said in very simple terms is that, I mean, just for the layman or laywoman, power is actually a reward for solving the problems of the people.
Yeah.
So it will come regardless
Yes.
if you actually put Ghana first, put the
it.
people first.
That's it. That's it. The meal we're doing here, you know, you asked me earlier what I thought about it. How did I think about it? It's an example of how I think about Ghana. How can I add value without, you know, dissing Ghana? The fact that I see that our gutters need to be closed, don't say to me, Brian, why do you expose that our gutters are open? You get me? So I took that same ethos into what we've just had here. Kenke is a beautiful meal, but we should always strive to add value. And that's what I think together, we've done that in this dish here. Ghana is a beautiful country and it's transforming fantastically. Each and every one of us should have this mindset. How can I add value to Ghana? And we're using food as an example. You can go to other areas in terms of education, academia, industry, agriculture, avionics, aquaculture, agronomy, biology, you know, botany, all those areas.
Oh, I have to add mine, culture and creative
culture and
arts.
creativity.
It has to be there.
And the conversation should be, how can I make it better? What can I do differently that will elevate it? And I'm just using the fried kenke as an example of what I do mentally Ghana-wide. Yeah.
I love it. It's no. You've made me so happy today, because sometimes we're in the month where we're celebrating Ghana.
Yeah.
March as Heritage Month, because it's the month in which we commemorate our independence
Yeah.
From colonial rule. And sometimes it's very difficult to stay the Ghana course, because you're asking yourself, when are we going to get there? But in conversations like the ones I've had with you today, things we've done today, it makes you realize that, not all hope is lost.
At all.
The simple things like taking kenkey and frying it and adding all this beautiful value to it, treating kenkey like it's an emperor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like
You
that.
know,
I like that. Apiorkor.
Treating kenkey like it's an emperor. These things just sort of reaffirm the fact that there's a lot of hope. And we all have to do, like you said, our little bit, regardless of where you find yourself, in your corner.
Yeah.
Even if your corner is just in Samakluaku
Yeah. Yeah.
or
yeah.
Hokona,
You've got it.
you have to do your bits.
Absolutely.
You have to do your bit.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, and I want to thank you.
Thank you.
And the whole
And
team.
this is a brilliant meal.
Wonderful.
Just-
Wonderful.
No, I'm over the moon with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And we'll do more.
But we have other conversations to have.
Definitely.
And more food to cook.
Yes. And let me add this, though we haven't done it, for those who are watching, somebody will say, oh, it's fried, and it's, as you can see, it's not oily at all. When you mash your kenkey with the ingredients and you want to steam it like a dumpling, take cabbage. And you know cabbage, when you take out the leaves, the head of cabbage, and in those leaves, put your fused mashed kenkey inside and steam it like a
So
dumpling.
the mashing that we did before we fried it,
That's it.
that mixture.
That's it. Wrap it in a leaf of cabbage and steam it the way we do pikpili.
Quickly.
You know, when we're steaming pikpili.
Okay. So you have the steaming pots.
the steaming pot.
You know.
Like our brothers and sisters in Cote d'Ivoire, the way they do acheke. You know, acheke is steamed. You can do the same thing with this. Instead of frying, wrap it in a leaf of cabbage and then steam it, and then you have, again, steamed kenkey.
Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
Ibrahim, thank you
Wonderful.
so much.
Thank you,
I need
Apiorkor.
to get off camera so I can enjoy this
Enjoy,
properly.
enjoy.
Without doing lady Famo is preventing me from enjoying this fried kenkey the way I want to. But thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. My
It's an
guests,
honor.
ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor to have you,
Thank you.
Ibrahim Ejay. And once again, know his name and what he does. He's the country director of International Investment LLC. He's also, as he likes to say, a political head, a consummate politician. However, one with Ghana at heart.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder for all of us, whoever you are, whatever you do, remember Ghana and do your bit for Ghana wherever you find yourself. My name is Apiorkor. Once again, a thank you to our sponsors, Ginny Mayonnaise, Kivo Spices, and Lily Rice. We'll see you again.